Hi, it's Jesse here, and today I'm going to do a quick video about what happened yesterday. What happened to me yesterday is I came out to everybody. I fully accepted being bigender back in November, and I've been much happier since and integrating it more and more into my daily life. I've been going to work as a woman, so a very nice and supportive workplace. I told specific friends, and then starting just over a week ago, I started telling my siblings, spouse's siblings, friends, then the parents, and then last night I posted out on Facebook. Now, obviously, not everybody is super excited about everything. Some of the parents are good, some of them aren't as good. But all of my friends and the rest of my family have been quite supportive and understanding, and even encouraging. I cannot believe how many people are like, great, come on over, we'll show you how to do makeup. Or they bring me a whole bunch of makeup. I hadn't done a lot of makeup until more recently, just because I wasn't going out much. Spouse, she doesn't wear very much makeup, so it's not like I had a lot of options to A, learn it, B, it wasn't until I shaved the beard a little while ago that makeup actually made a lot more sense. But here's what I've learned since coming out, or going through the process of coming out. The first thing I learned was pictures are very important. If I had my phone, which I always have my phone with me, when I sat down to talk to somebody about it, I would have some good pictures of me, and I would show, so I have something to tell you. If they're good pictures and you look good, it seems to really help the situation. Online or on text messaging, I start by sending message, hey, do you have a minute to talk? Then I send the pictures and I explain, I'm bigender, I live as a man and a woman, I'm much happier, healthier, I've lost 20 pounds in the last 3 months. And then I go into Jesse, pronouns, and everything else. Jesse is my actual middle name, I just added an I to it so that it's the more traditional feminine spelling of Jesse. And as for pronouns, I'm going to be honest, I really don't care too much, mostly because when I'm around, people are using my name. People don't usually refer to me as he in their presence anyways. Most of the time when somebody's using a pronoun, it's going to be when you're not there. So kind of secondary for me. Adjectives and everything else, adverbs, those are important. I want to look pretty, I want to look cute, I want to look beautiful. I don't want to look handsome. At least not when I'm dressed like this. And since coming out, there's also been a lot of people that have actually said I look better as a woman, which I'm not always sure how to take that. And then they assure me I wasn't a bad-looking man. So that's a good thing. But yes, I finally fully came out. And nobody on my Facebook has said anything negative. My number of friends has actually increased since coming out. I haven't lost anybody. And there's just a few people left that are a little unsure about the entire situation of me being a man and a woman. The common questions I do tend to get asked are, how does the spouse feel about this? Well, I told her on the third or fourth date about the cross-dressing 12 years ago. So it's been with us the entire time. If there's one thing that I know from my own experience, I've always tried to be upfront about it with anybody I'm with for an extended period of time, or just by reading other people's stories and learning what other people have experienced is not telling them and then finding out much later in the relationship tends to be a much worse situation. It is a violation of trust when you don't tell them. So the sooner you tell them, the better you're going to be. So in that case, she's been very supportive. In fact, the reason I have such good pictures is because she's a photographer. So that made it a lot easier to get those good pictures. After that, people tend to ask about names, pronouns, and then a very common question, which is somewhat surprising, is, are you going to go on HRT, hormone replacement therapy? And the answer is, I don't know. I never really considered it before this point, but now that I could actually live as a woman, it's one of those things where I guess I'll have to sit down and actually put some thought into it if it's something I want to pursue. I'm not going to pursue it next week, maybe down the line, but either which way, yeah, that comes up quite a bit. Only two people have brought up, and they're both older, if I'm now attracted to men, or what if I become attracted to men. Now, just to be clear, I really like women. I like women so much, I would be one. I'm not really into men. Sure, I can look at somebody and go, yep, that guy's hot, but I don't want to have sex with him. Maybe there is a guy that would do it for me. Never met him, never seen him. And if I was gay, right, some older people are more concerned about the spouse. Well, what if he goes through all this and then he starts sleeping with men and isn't turned on by women anymore and your relationship falls apart? I'm 38. Being gay in my lifetime is reasonably standard. My best friend is gay, and I knew him well before I knew the spouse. I had lots of opportunities to sleep with men and to engage with my homosexuality if I had it well before the start of the relationship. Men just don't do it for me. And that's about that. Those are the only two questions that really became surprising. Nobody has asked about my genitals, what I intend to do with those. I intend to keep them. I do like that part of me quite a bit. Everything else could always go for some modification, but yeah, the one thing that everybody's afraid of is those questions. So overall, I would have to say that people are a lot better than they used to be. And there's quite a few people that said, 10 years ago, this would not have gone over well. No, it absolutely wouldn't. I remember 10 years ago, would not have gone over well. The other thing is that since embracing my womanhood, I have learned that I look a lot better as a woman when I try not to look like a woman. When I actually just try to make me, the woman, look better with makeup and wigs and everything else, as opposed to trying to make myself look like a woman. I know I'm not going to look like a genetic female at any point in time in my life. So I'm owning that womanhood. And I'm not giving up on being a man. I do enjoy that also. And the other thing I learned is that it's a lot easier to come out than it is to stay inside. All those years of being secretive and worried, and what has somebody found out? They're behind me now. Everybody knows. Everybody's been very supportive. Or at least not coming to my house with pitchforks. So, if you are thinking of coming out, here's what I can tell you. Get a few friends, close friends or family that you can talk to and that can keep it on the down low. And then start talking to people. Some of them may not respond well, and don't let that dissuade you. I can tell you from personal experience, almost everybody I know has been very supportive, and I know some people that are definitely not on the more accepting part of the spectrum all the time. And after that, I can tell you that the relief you feel when the secret is out and you don't have to hide anymore is really worth the risk. So thank you very much for watching today. This has been Jesse. I hope you've enjoyed this video. Thank you.